Let's create an assessment in Vedubox from start to finish. No technical skills needed. We'll set up questions, quiz, tests, and have it ready for learners in a few simple steps. Just log into your admin panel, and let's begin. At Phase 1, we are going to cover all aspects of question generation. We'll see how to create categories, build a question pool, and generate questions using AI. Let's start with question category. Go to Question Quiz Categories and click Add. Enter the name, click Add, and it will appear in your list. To create a subcategory, select an existing category, enter the subcategory name, and add it. Done. So easy, right? All right. So once you've created a category, the next step is adding questions. Just head over to the question pool and click on Add. Now you'll see a form pop up. Go ahead and choose the question type. Next, type in your question, and don't forget to add the correct answer. You can also add tags if you want to keep things organized later. It really helps when you're filtering questions. If you're tracking things internally, you can drop in a reference code too. And if needed, you can assign points or difficulty levels depending on how you want to structure your assessment. If you want to make it more helpful for learners, you can also add hints and feedback. Totally optional, but useful. Then just assign it to a category, hit save, and you're done. Your question will show up in the list right away. All right, now it's time to generate some questions using AI. From Bulk Actions, select the AI option. Next, choose your category and enter your subject. After that, set how many questions you want, how many answer choices each should have, and the language. Once everything's set, just click Create. Your questions will be generated instantly, and you can use them to build tests or add them straight into your courses. Finally, we've finished Phase 1, where we covered question generation. Now let's move on to Phase 2, where we'll focus on tests and exams. In Phase 2, you'll learn how to create an optical test so the system checks answers automatically, set up quiz tests, and also build full exams. Let's start with the optical test. Go to the quiz pool and click Add. If you're working with a printed exam, make sure to enable the answer sheet option. This allows the system to automatically check the answers. Next, enter your test details and upload your exam PDF. Then set things like the number of questions, points, answer choices, and the correct answers. At the end, you'll see the exam on one side and the answer options on the other, so it's really easy for users to complete and submit. Now, you might have noticed, we're already inside the quiz creation interface. We just created an optical test, and in the same form, we're now going to create a quiz. Start by setting the quiz name and its duration. You'll also see a few options here. Public. This means anyone can access the quiz. No restrictions. Useful for open quizzes or sharing via link. Answer sheet enabled. This is mainly for optical tests, which we already discussed. Get base point. This gives everyone some starting marks, so no one ends up with a very low or zero score. Round result to integer. This removes decimals, like turning 82.5 into 83, so your final scores look cleaner. Shuffle answers. This mixes up the order of answer options, which helps reduce cheating. Return between questions. This allows users to go back and change previous answers. Any question left blank will be marked as wrong, so users are pushed to answer everything. Percent for average. This controls how the score is calculated. In most cases, you can just leave it at 100. Random questions from pool. Each user gets a different set of questions. Strong anti-cheating? Haha. Let wrongs reduce correct. This enables negative marking, so wrong answers will reduce the total score. After selecting your question category, click Next. Then just pick your questions and click Transfer to create your test. All right. Finally, let's create an exam, which is really the main highlight of this whole tutorial. To do that, go to the exam section and click Add, then enter the exam name, description, and instructions as needed. You can also schedule it for a specific date. Now, this is where things get really powerful. You get a lot of control just by enabling a few options. For example, you can allow students who missed the exam to take it later. You can let students see their results, or display the score right after submission. If you prefer, you can also make sure results are only visible after the exam period ends. There's an option to show questions with answer choices after the exam, so learners can review. You can automatically move users to another quiz when time runs out. And if someone gets interrupted, they can resume the exam from where they left off. And assign it to training programs or selected users. Once everything is set, just choose the tests you want to include and transfer them. Then click Save, and your exam will be ready. And that's it. We've covered everything you need to manage assessments in Vedubox.